psychoanalysis? Oh, a couple of 100 years. A couple of 100 years? Yes, it takes a little while before you begin to understand yourself. That's funny, a couple of 100 years. Most of us are only here for a brief period of time. I know, that's the problem. You know, there was a fellow in the 18th century, Horace Walpole, who said, "To those who think life is a comedy, to those who feel it, a tragedy." Do you feel life as it is? Yes. That's why my voice is so low, and I feel it run with people, because they come and they go. And lately I saw a movie called Little Mary Sunshine. Well, that's about people who are disillusioned. Yes, they want to be more than who they are. Yes, people are always trying to be that, and they wind up disillusioned. Yes, the story of my life. That's why I stole the Scream. But Scream is a very, very plaintive story of what we see in life. Yes. A new book came out by Willis, a psychoanalyst in San Francisco, who talks about the fact that we come and go. So what about that? He says that you make too much of yourself. Yes, we all do. We try to be more than we are, and we come and go. I know, but I stay around. That's the problem. And I scream, seeing what goes on. Oh, Count, be serious. Don't call me Count. Call me Drac. If you want, you can call me Dracula. Thank you. You seem to be a troubled person. Yes, that's why I'm in psychoanalysis. Why do you call it psychoanalysis? Am I misreading you? No, no, no. You have the people who are studying the id, and they are odd. The people who are studying the id are odd? Oh, yes. Yes, I explained it to you if you joined with me. You know, there was a man at Stanford University years ago by the name of Ernest Hilgard. He died recently, and he was at a mental institution, and he was taking his students from Stanford. You were among them, weren't you? Yes, I was. How did you know that? I watched you. And he lost his badge, and they thought that he was one of the inmates, because you can't tell the inmates from the outmates. That's true. You have to listen. And the more he tried to tell them that he's the professor leading the class, the more they knew he's nuts. And what happened? Well, they detained him, and it took hours before they let him go. And he said, "You can't tell the inmates from the outmates unless you have the badge." You seem to enjoy that. Yes. If I may say so, yes, I do. You know that we live in a world of corruption, Doctor. Yes, it's everywhere, even where it's not supposed to be. How did you know that? I've been around. All the time they say they're going to end corruption. Yes, they're always trying to end something or start something. It keeps us active and going in life. And corruption is everywhere, even where it's not supposed to be. There was a fellow who said, the name Lord Acton, who said, what did he say? I'm thinking about how he said it, Doctor. He said it that corruption is something tends to be there all the time, and when you check it, you find it's there everywhere. Well, that's intriguing, because the newspapers seem to say that, and the media seems to say that, and people seem to say that, but nothing ever changes, does it? No. That's what's so funny about the whole society, Doctor. Nothing changes. It seems that there's change, but we wind up right where we started from. Well, most of us, nearly all of us, except you, Drek, stay around and see it, so you have a better handle on it. Yes, I like that, a better handle. I find Mozart the better handle. Mozart? Yes, Mozart. You hear the strains of a man, and he puts you at one with yourself. You're really addicted to Mozart. Yes, and if you listen to him, you'll get addicted too. It's a nice addiction. We have an addiction to coffee. We have an addiction to alcohol. We have an addiction to drugs. The whole society is addicted. I am addicted to Mozart. And I'm trying to understand why. You're trying to understand why you're addicted? It's just a fellow knows how to write music. That's all. I know. One of a kind. Yes, it's one of a kind. And I like to look at the scream. That's why I stole it from the museum. You stole the scream from the museum. Yes. Could you raise your pitch a little so you have more lilt to your voice? You can sound like Bond, 007, James Bond. I prefer to think of life down. But you're so civil and friendly at the castle. The castle is gone. It's over. There's a magic castle in Hollywood. I go there now and then. They think that I'm a fake. No, I know you're real. I know you're... Nobody knows I am the Dracula they fear so much. They like the way I am with the accent. And do you wear the cape? No, I don't have the cape anymore. I've gone modern. So you're living amidst the society. You've gone modern. You listen to Mozart, and you sleep at night well, without drugs or alcohol or anything else. Yes. I'd like to explain that you can sleep at night if you listen to music. Music. And the night shall be filled with music, and the cares that infest the day shall fold their tents like the Arabs, and they silently steal away. Mozart is a great addiction, and I can tell you why. It puts you at one with yourself. It makes you think there's beauty in the world. Didn't some fellow by the name of Shelley say, beauty is truth and truth is beauty, and that's all you need to know? That's nice for him to say, but there's not that much beauty in this world from what I see, and I want to be at one with myself, and I am when I just listen to music. You're a very interesting fellow, Drek. What do people say about you? Well, they think I'm a nice guy, but when they find out I'm Dracula, it's all over. That's why I am changing my name. Call me Drek. Drek. Yes, Drek. That's my nickname, Drek. What does that mean? Well, I don't want to tell you right away, but it means what it means. And Dracula is out? Yes, Dracula is out. And you're not at the castle in Transylvania? No, I'm at the Magic Castle in Hollywood. And you do a shtick of some kind there? Oh, yes, I am a shtick. And do you have a family? Yes. How did you know? I didn't. I'm just asking. Do you want to tell me about your family? Yes. I have a family, and they grow up, and they go to school, and they're normal. I want to be more like they are. You want to be more like your kids are than you are? Yes. They have been raised in this society. They don't think about this. They don't think about that. All they think about is plastic. They think about what? Plastic. Plastic? Plastic. 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 And what is that? You know, the credit cards. All they do is they take the credit cards and they spend their money. So what's the problem? Don't you fly around at night and earn your income? Yes. But they spend faster than I can make it. But that's normal. You said you want to be normal. That's the whole society. People are always spending more money than they're making, and the wife spends it, the husband tries to make it. Isn't that the way it is? Yes. How did you know that? Oh, well, I have a wife. She's always spending faster than I can make it. That's funny. You have to stay ahead of the game, ahead of the curve. You have to make more than she can spend. Oh, can't. That's abnormal. You can't do that. People live on the edge. Yes, I know. They're always on the brink. On the brink. Yes, on the brink. You know, a few years ago, the medical doctors went out on a strike, and they had to give it up because after 3 months, they didn't have any more money. 3 months for the doctors. Most people, if they don't get the paycheck, they're out of business in 2 weeks, maybe a week. They live from paycheck to paycheck. Yes, I know that. What's wrong with that? That's normal, isn't it? Yes, but I don't want to be that kind of normal. I want to be normal, normal. Normal, normal. That's like a double whammy, a double hamburger. Yes. And then you see what happens with people who eat so much. They get obese. They wind up with diabetes. They have all these problems. They can't stop eating. You don't look like you're overweight, Drek. No. I watch my diet because I know it can kill you. Drek, can you bring the range up a little? Because when you talk all the way down there, you have that scary voice. Yes, I know, but I like the voice. I have an identity problem. I want to talk with the accent and down in the lower throat where I feel it comfortable. But you're not in the lower throat. You're up in the face. Your voice carries. Yes, I am told that. You're not like Henry Kissinger, Count. No, I think the Bible talks like that. I can't understand what he says, and I missed the first few words, and it's all over like Bombek lady, Emma Bombek. And you know about her? Of course, she said if you missed the first few words of Henry Kissinger, it's all over. That's why I like to listen to Mozart. You can listen on and on and on, and your ear will stay tuned. And I'm at one with myself, normal. If you're normal, do you find any fulfillment in being true to yourself? I am true to myself. I simply have changed from one time to another. I want to be like people. I want to eat hamburgers. I want to eat fries. I want to gain weight. But you don't gain weight. No. My system is immune to it. Your system is immune to it. Yes. When I eat all this food, I can't make it. So what happens? I can't take the food. So you don't have problems. No. I want to be like you. I want to be normal. And when I am normal, I eat a little, not much. And I take a little bite. And when I have a little bite, I can see right. I need to be you. And now I have to say, I believe it is time to go. Time to go. Time to go. We just started. I know. I'll see you next time. Thank you for having me on the program. I'm Drek. Call me Drek. Thank you, Dracula. My pleasure.